Okay. Microphone should be working. I really need to buy a stupid microphone for this laptop. Does this even have an input for a microphone? Yeah, I think this thing, well, it has an input jack for headphones. I don't think it has anything for a microphone, so maybe for the headphones it would work with an adapter. I have no idea. But hey, if anyone's here, welcome to the stream. Just got a quick shower, and yeah, hair is very wet. Did not dry it good enough at all, apparently. But I wanted to do a stream because I'm thinking about going out and running tonight. I really want to start back running because it's one of the things I hate to do the most, and I think I've gotten too soft lately. So I definitely need to start back running and doing things that I don't like, things that I hate. Because like Japanese immersion, Japanese study, sure there's times I don't like doing like Japanese study. I don't like spending an hour, sometimes an hour and a half, 2 hours a day just grinding Japanese flashcards every single day. It's tough, especially on Sundays between my 2 shifts at work. It's very difficult. But I really need to start doing things that I absolutely... Oh god, I clicked on a video on my phone. I was going to watch that in a bit anyway. It's a channel that I have been really liking since early this year, last year. I think I found her channel like last year, but her name is Mako. She's a Japanese YouTuber. Hopefully there's not too much delay. I don't know how much delay is on this dang stream. Name is Mako. Hopefully I can get it to come up. But she's a Japanese YouTuber. Still a relatively small channel. I subscribed to her whenever she was still like well under 20k subs, and she's almost at 40k subs now, so that's pretty cool. I enjoy finding like smaller channels like that. There's another channel that uploaded a video yesterday. Well, here's another channel that I really like, and I rewatch his videos all the time. It's Jono. He does mostly Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories YouTube videos where he'll beat Forbidden Memories with like certain decks and as certain characters as their decks. And I really enjoy his videos. And there's another one that actually uploaded a video. He doesn't upload too often, so I always forget that I'm like subscribed to him. It was a day or 2 ago, so I'm gonna have to go back a little ways. His name is Honcho, and he has less than 10k subs, but he makes really good videos about all kind of things. Let me just go to his home, that way I can show off. He has 44 videos so far. Really good production value, really good videos. Deserves way more subs than what he has, but that's something I really like, is finding smaller YouTubers that make like videos of like really high quality. They deserve like way more views than what they get. I remember when well, here's another YouTuber. He's actually premiering a video now, but his name is Game Gengo, but he has 100k subs, so he's grown quite a bit since I subscribed to him. I subscribed to him quite a long time ago. It's been like a year or 2 since I've subscribed to him. But he does like Japanese grammar and just like vocab and grammar from like video games, Japanese video games. I really like his videos. They're really interesting. But yeah, I figured I would stream and drink some because I just got out of the shower and I already had a drink in the shower. Well, in the bath anyway. Yeah, this was a citrus alcoholic drink. It was really good. This one is not as good, and it's a orangey. It's an orange drink of sorts. Definitely not as good. Apparently I was supposed to shake it, and I did not do that. Well, not shake it, turn it upside down, because I'm looking at the instructions on it, and it says to turn it upside down, so the pulp and flavor is probably all on the bottom. That's probably why it's not as good, but it's open now, so I'm not going to be able to turn it upside down and drink it. And yeah, I figured I would show off some of the stuff that I got today. Didn't get a whole lot, honestly. Uh, did I do any events? No, I didn't do any events. I spent most of the day in Akihabara today. Um, Went to my favorite curry place. I really like to go there and eat the curry and katsudon and stuff. I had that. What else did I eat? I went to izakaya, which is what is izakaya considered? Is it just considered like a bar? Let me try to look at what is an izakaya restaurant. What is it classified as? Is it like a pub? Yeah, it's just like a pub or tavern. They basically have like a bunch of mostly just appetizers and like alcoholic drinks. I got a whiskey highball with a 12-year whiskey. It was all right. Like, I'm not a big highball fan. It's definitely not one of my favorite alcoholic drinks, but it was like one of the only drinks that I could read because I went to izakaya that did not have like English menus or English speaking staff, so I kind of had to make do with the Japanese that I knew and what I could read on the menus. So I just ordered stuff that I could actually read, that way I could order it. So I did that. Went to an izakaya. I got like 12 gyoza, 3 different flavors. It was like 4 of each. I smashed all of those down, and I got the whiskey highball. I also got a Namabiru, like a draft beer. I believe it was Sapporo. Is just the brand that they had, because whenever you say Namabiru, it's like they just bring out like whatever they have on draft. So yeah, I did that. I also went to, was that today or yesterday? Could have sworn I went somewhere else and ate as well. Don't remember. May have went to a ramen place today. I don't really recall. But yeah, I spent most of the day in Akihabara. I went to Shinjuku for a bit because it's literally like half a mile down the road. It's not far. And I went to the book off down there. I was really close to buying some manga. They had a Rent a Girlfriend volumes 1 through 15. I'm looking for a bigger set though. I'm still trying to find a bigger set. I might try to might head up to Ikebukuro tomorrow. Either tomorrow or Saturday. I'm probably going down to Kamakura and might stop by Yokohama while I'm down there. I do one of those. I haven't really decided. Like this trip is completely like unplanned. Basically, the only plans I have is Sunday and Monday for Kamihike. That's literally the only plans I've had on this whole trip. So, like, this is day number 3 or 4 that I've been here in Tokyo, and I basically just went to a different place and spent the whole day there. I've been taking it like really chill, very relaxed. Much different than previous trips. Like my last 2 trips, which just I hadn't been to Japan in like 4 years because of the pandemic. They finally opened up like fully. Last year they opened up fully, I believe. It was either very late 2022, which I wouldn't have had money to go then, or it was early like spring 2023 whenever they like opened up, where you didn't have to do the quarantine anymore, you didn't have to be vaccinated, because don't want to talk about vaccination, but I got the first shot and I had some like really negative like side effects. There was no way I was getting the rest of those shots because I heard like the next ones was like even worse. But yeah, I got like the first shot of one of them, and I was like, yeah, I do not like how this makes you feel. There's a pretty high risk for like very negative side effects, so there was like no way I was gonna get the rest after the first one. How that felt, how bad I felt for like days. But originally I was actually gonna get all the vaccinations, that way I could get to Japan sooner. But after that, I was like, nope, I'll just wait. And finally waited like the full 4 years, and they finally like opened up after like 3.5 years or so. and I was finally able to return last year. But yeah, like last year when I came in November, and this spring whenever I came in May, it was just full speed. Like every day there was so much that I wanted to do. I wanted to go to all the spots that I'd been to before, and well, most of the spots. I still haven't been back to Tokyo Tower. I'm thinking about doing that on this trip. But as far as like the places in Tokyo, like the cities in Tokyo, been I was like full speed ahead. And it's like I would hit like 3 or 4 cities on like each day that I was here, and I would go back to them repeatedly. um, I was hitting like mainly just the popular spots like Sunshine City, Nakano Broadway, Akihabara Strip, Shibuya, Shinjuku, of course, just like the main areas. But this time it's been very laid back and relaxed so far on this trip. I've been taking it a lot more chill. I'm just spending like the full day. Like yesterday, I spent most of the day in Nakano Broadway, and like today, I spent like most of the day in Akihabara, just chill, relax, going to all the stores, not trying to rush through the stores, spending my time in the stores, going to see the sights, sitting down at parks and relaxing a while, just not rushing myself like I was on the 2 previous trips. But Thursday's almost over here. It's like going on 8:30, and need to go out and get some like snacks and some food. I don't think it's supposed to storm tonight. Yesterday I didn't have any dinner, because it was like either a typhoon or a really bad storm that came through. I came back to the hotel and relaxed a little bit, and I was going to go back out to get some dinner and get some snacks and get some supplies for the night, but it just stormed so bad before I got back out, and it stormed for a very long time. I just went to sleep and finally went and got some food when I went to Akihabara this morning. Um, and yeah, I guess I'll go over there and try to get the stuff. I don't know. I'll show off the yen first. I've been getting some of the new yen they've had in Japan. For example, this is the old sen yen, sen n, because the actual. Oh, why does it even have yen on the cover? It says yen on the back, but if you read the kanji for it, it's literally just n, e-n-n. It's not y-e-n. It's just n, sen n. Instead of sen yen, it's sen n. But of course, outside of Japan, you just pronounce yen instead of n. But the kanji itself, whenever you like listen to Japanese people, whenever they like convenience stores and stuff, they'll say n instead of yen. So slight difference, but it's definitely a difference there. New bills actually don't. Oh, never mind. They do say yen, but this is the new sen bill, sen yen bill, n bill. And I think I showed off in like a stream or two ago, from like yesterday or the day before, that I actually got a Ichiman yen bill, one of the new ones, and I believe I showed that off. But I don't like the new bills as much. But of course, I like the older traditional like yen bills, of course. But I also like the older American currency as well, because it's the currency I grew up with. In the early 2000s, they changed the U.S. currency. But I still have like some old 20s, some old 5s, some old 1s, of course, from before they made the change. But I like the older U.S. currency, and I like the older Japanese currency as well. The old Nihon or Nippon currency. I don't know. I don't know what exactly it is about the aesthetic of the new currency that I don't like. It's the font of the characters. It just seems more modern, which, yeah, it makes sense. It is modern, but I just don't like it. It doesn't look as cool to me. But I just wanted to show off that. I figured I would show off the yen as I get them, because they just started doing this like 2-3 weeks ago. It was very recent. It's between the span of my previous trip and this trip currently, whenever they started like putting the new yen into circulation. But here is what I have gotten for today. I got some H manga, of course, but obviously I'm not going to be able to show that on YouTube. Obviously, I would not be able to show that here because YouTube sucks. But I did pick up 3 or 4 new H manga, so that brings the total to like 14 or 15 total H manga. So my bag's gonna be like very heavy going back to the States. Very, very heavy because H manga are so heavy. They're so well made. The paper is such high quality. It's like so much heavier than your standard manga volumes H manga is. And I'm definitely gonna be buying a lot of doujin. I've been adding some more artists that I'm going to try to add to my list and stop by and get doujin from on, I believe all of them's Monday. One of them might be on Sunday. But definitely most of them's on Monday, but there's definitely going to be I at least have like 20 to 30 that I do want to for sure get. And of course I'm going to get more while I'm there. There's artists that I don't know of that I'm definitely going to see like their tables, and I'm going to be buying doujin from there. But yeah, I'm gonna try to keep it under 50. Yeah, maybe around 50. If I can get around 50 doujin this time, like 25 one day, well, Sunday is probably gonna be way less. It might only be like 15 to 20, maybe even less on Sunday. Sunday, I believe, is more for the female-oriented crowds, so there's not going to be as much there for me that I wanted Kamiken on Sunday. But Monday, for sure, there's going to be so much, and hopefully I'm going to be able to get everything that I want and a whole lot more. Hopefully no one sells out super fast. I saw that the wristband for the AM on Sunday just today sold out for Kamiken, so hopefully the attendance is going to be kind of down since you actually have to pay to go to Kamiken now, and it's only a 2-day event instead of a 4-day event. It seems like they really like downscale. Like Kamiken has not been able to recover like post-pandemic at all yet, unfortunately. A lot of artists that I used to buy from and that I like don't have tables this summer, unfortunately. It seems like they're making the transition to, instead of like selling at Kamiken, they're instead just putting it up online as they finish the doujin, as they finish original stories. They just put up online on like fans, Pixit Fanbox, DL site, and like all the other like ways to distribute like their doujin and like online. They've just been doing that instead of making physical books. Because there's not a lot of places to buy physical books here in Japan anymore, especially not in like Tokyo. I believe some of the Melon books are still around and they sell like new doujin, so you would be able to get them there. But like, I think all of the Tora no Ana, I believe that's the full name of it. All of those stores are gone from Akihabara. That used to be like one of the major places. They had like 3 stores there, I think, and each store was like multi-floors high, and it's like all of them just gone. Akihabara definitely hasn't recovered from the pandemic yet. It's not as bad as it was last year whenever I came back for the first time, but it's still not anyway. Akihabara is not the same as it was pre-pandemic, so I feel pretty bad for anyone that's never got to experience Tokyo, and especially like Akihabara pre-pandemic. It's just completely different now. It's not nearly the same. But anyway, I'm going to show off a couple of things that I got, and I got a couple of fairy tale. Wow, that sounded loose for a bit. Thankfully, it's not loose. Got a couple of fairy tale OVAs, volume 58 of the manga with one of the DVDs on one of the OVAs things. That's just the hot spring one. But this one's the one that I was really excited about. This one was expensive too. This one was 1,500 yen, but this one was 2,200 yen, which is quite a bit for like finding one of the OVAs. Usually, at least like the total of ones, you can get those for like sometimes even less than 500 yen, but like 500 yen to 1,000 yen is what you can get them for. But This one was quite expensive, and it's like the Christmas OVA with the King's Game and um, volume 59 of the manga. Really cool. Really decided to have this. I don't believe it's region free. No, it's region 2. And I don't actually have a way to watch these yet. I need to get a region free DVD player because I thought like my PS3, um, because I do have some Japanese like DVDs, but I guess they're like region free. But some of the ones that I've bought actually are region coded and they won't play on like a PS3 or PS5. I could get them to play. I could change the region on it, but at least on the PS4, it only lets you change the region on your console like so many times before it locks it to that region. There's probably a way to work around that, but I'm too lazy to figure out what it is. Oh, but we've been live for like 21 minutes now. Good lord. Has it been that long, or is that with the lag? Does that take into account the lag? I don't know. Yeah, 21 minutes. There's actually a lag whenever I watch it on this. That's weird. But there's not a lag on OBS. So, not really sure what that lag's about. Or if I can affect that. Oh. But yeah. I actually need to get dressed and get ready to go and run here in a bit. I was thinking about trying to run, but now that I'm getting tired, I actually need to get my Japanese study in for the day. There's quite a bit of Anki cards to do. 51 kanji reviews. 73 in 5 sentences. 52 in 4 sentences, 12 self sentences. There's no way I'm going to finish all of those tonight. I'm already getting tired. Yeah, I'll probably get ready and head on out and at least find something for dinner. Go and get some snacks. Might just hit a Konbini and try to save some money, get some snacks from there, and make do with that for tonight. Because there's not really any restaurants, unfortunately, where my hotel is. There's a couple, but they probably already closed at this time, with it being like 8 o'clock. A lot of them close around this time, and I would actually have to walk all the way like into Shinjuku to find some more food that would be open later. There's some that's open 24/7. Definitely seen some curry places that are open that late. So if all else fails and it's like not storming tonight and I just get really hungry, I might just walk the half a mile into the city to see what they have. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream because, man, I'm tired.